Hello.
Oh, hello, Pi. Can you hear us okay with the microphone there?
Wonderful.
Fantastic. We meet at last. We had some problems last week, didn't we? Um, and the one
Yes, we did.
scheduling issues, shall we say? I
It's going
gather,
to happen.
yeah, I gather that the first time we were due to interview you, your PR had put you down to interview me just after you'd done a 24-hour show, which wasn't going to work out very well.
Oh yeah, no, that was. I mean, that would have been horrible for everyone. We did. No, we did this 24 hours live stream from our merch shop where we did some entertainment, packages, obviously advertised the new album and stuff, but for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And we had the sleeping schedule where everyone was able to sleep 1.5 hours.
Mhm.
Yeah, I came home and tried to stay up until evening. Didn't work.
It never
It
does.
didn't work. So yeah. Here we are at last.
Here at last. So I've got Bella with me, who is very much a Lord of the Lost fan. She's seen you a couple of times, and she's going to
Cool.
keep you right on some of the facts and also help with some of the questions as well.
All right.
Um, and funnily enough, we were just talking about merch. You were mentioning there was something you wanted to say. Hooded jackets. She wants to know if you're going to do hooded jackets at some point in your merch, rather than hoodies, but hooded jackets.
In the UK, you mean probably, right? Because they're
Yeah.
sold differently there.
Ideally, yeah.
Um, I don't know now if there's anything coming. Probably not for the summer, at
Mhm.
least because I mean, yes, you're in the UK and we're in Hamburg, and it still would make sense to have the jackets
I can
there.
come
But
over sometimes. There's another German band that I discovered actually through you guys because
oh,
Chris did a collaboration with a band called A Life Divided, who
oh
don't
yeah,
yeah, they don't have a following yet, so I'm kind of watching to see if they go on tour so I can come over and see them. So I could stop, that if that's it, maybe doable. Just I do like my hooded
yeah.
jackets, so like
Yeah, I mean, we're
he's
not
gonna make me
bringing any merch from here when we go to Bloodstock, I think. No, probably not. And also when we're touring in November, obviously we have our merch company in the UK as well.
Mhm.
But I think November would make sense for hooded jackets.
I have a ticket for that show, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, funny enough, that was something we were discussing earlier. I'm assuming one of the main reasons for having a merch company in the UK, as opposed to just having it all done in Germany, stems back a few years to some decision that was made in the UK, which caused some problems with transferring things across borders.
Yeah, people, goods, anything, anything
Yeah,
became problematic
and it
and more
is.
expensive.
Uh,
Hey.
is that something that you feel as a band you'd have been able to manage, let's say 7 or 8 years ago? You're now at the stage now because you are now a large enough band that that's
Mhm.
feasible. Is that would it still have been a challenge for you a few years ago to be able to manage merch on across two borders?
Yeah, that's why we didn't have it. I mean, we don't have the UK shop that long, I think. And even if we would have had it, it wouldn't have made really sense because everything was so expensive and still is.
Yeah.
But obviously, we've grown as well and can get away with a bit more. Um, but also touring um, still is at a point where it's an interesting investing adventure. I
Mhm.
would I would call it. So when you go to we played Download Festival last year,
Mhm.
I think. Good investment. Um, Also, generally traveling um, and touring is sometimes I think to a lot of people it's impressive how the finances of touring work and that some tours you only do because you think it's an investment in the future that you can grow there. And we did that in the UK for years and years.
Yeah.
We we came home with red numbers,
Mhm.
but always with a little lighter red numbers, you know?
Yeah.
Um, so it was a building thing, and we knew that it was going to pay off, and now it does, so that we can do a headline tour, which actually makes sense. Mm, but it's funny, it's not that far away from mainland Europe, and it's such a different thing.
Yeah. Yeah. We are seeing it a lot. I mean, we've spoken to bands over the last few years where UK tours have just been, nah, no
Yeah.
point. It's going to cost them
Mhm.
so much. Unfortunately, a lot of those bands have managed to build themselves up enough, predominantly through European touring, that they can now afford, as you guys are doing, to come over here and entertain us, which we're very much
Yeah.
looking forward to. But let's hop on to some other questions as well.
Yes.
Um, one quick question. This is just something that was interesting. The Blood and Glitter album, which you released in 2022, that was
Yeah.
released almost unannounced. It kind of came out of nowhere. Obviously, you had it recorded and you had a date some point in the future, but it just suddenly dropped. Was that to coincide with the kind of the big ride on the Iron Maiden publicity? Was it just kind of like, hang, we're doing well, let's get some music out to people, or was it just was it genuinely just let's just surprise people with an album?
The latter, it was really just to surprise people. It was to do something different because we were very, very tired of um uh and I don't mean that in an offensive way. We were really tired of playing this press game and rolling out singles and whatnot. And we just wanted to see if it would work out in a different way and just try that for some time.
Mhm.
For once with an album. And I mean, we put out the first single, Blood and Glitter, 6 days. I think we put it out on Christmas 22, on Christmas Day 22, like 24th of December, saying, here's the first single. The album is coming in 6 days. And that's it. And that was that. That was the whole promo. And obviously, we did all the promo afterwards, and we managed to score some very big promo with Eurovision and stuff. Biggest promo that you can basically get. Um, and also going on tour again with Iron Maiden. But that was a complete plan of saying, let's not do any promo, let's keep our mouths shut about it and just release one song and then 6 days after it, the album.
Yeah.
And there were some discussions obviously involved with label and stuff because I mean, label would say, no, you have to do the promo 3 months prior or how many weeks prior so you can advertise it so the album can be successful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really thankful to Napalm that they trusted us with it. And we were like, no, we're going to do it that way.
Yeah.
Let's just try it.
So,
And then,
what about any forthcoming albums? Would you be doing the same thing with them?
yeah, but maybe don't say anything.
Mhm.
Just be like, album out.
Yeah.
I would love that. Just like a complete shadow drop, which obviously Opus Noir isn't. As we're doing this promo and we rolled out a few singles and it's coming out on August 8th and
Yeah.
the two other volumes are done and will be released on the 12th of December on the 10th of April next year.
So you're pretty much
Um,
going the opposite way around. Instead of just shadow dropping one, you're now preempting three full volumes. So,
yeah, we're basically teasing and edging everyone. So there you go. That will come. And also when you for example one of the editions called the Earbook, which is like this proper huge book with all the artwork in there and the credits in a nice presentation. There are already the 3 slots for the CDs in there.
oh, fantastic.
So like a sticker album.
Yeah.
And also there's the full track list in there with every feature guest. There's the complete lyrics for every volume in there. So you get everything besides the music. That will come, but we kind of give you everything up front now, except for the music.
I like that. I've not heard of a band do that before. I like that idea. That's good.
I don't know. I don't know if we thought of that as the first people. I don't think so, but
Mm.
maybe, yeah. I don't know.
So, are we likely to hear any of the new music at Bloodstock in however many days it is, 10, 11 days from now? Because the album comes out on the Friday and you play Bloodstock on the Sunday. It's 2 days after the album release.
Yes, it is. Um, I mean, we will have our release show at Mariluna Festival
Yep.
and obviously play a lot of Opus Noir there. Only makes sense. It's a release show. And I mean, obviously, it always depends on the set length as well. Um,
True.
at Bloodstock, I think, I don't know, we have an hour or something. I don't really know from the
Yeah, we've
top
not
of
got the official times haven't been released as yet, but based on whereabouts
my
you
head.
are on
Okay.
the list, yeah, I'd say it'd be about an hour.
About an hour, yeah. So obviously we try to be Opus Noir heavy, but then again, it's a festival set for people as well that haven't seen us in a while. So there have to be some quote unquote greatest hits in there and a nice mixture. But when you release an album, you want to play the majority of it live. And we're going to do that. I mean, we already have done it with other festivals where there were songs in the set list that aren't even out. And we just figured, let's open the set with it.
So
More
if you're
old school
late, it doesn't
approach.
matter. They're opening one you haven't heard anyway. So look,
Yeah.
grab a beer. Make sure you get that beer that you're in the queue for, and then you can come in, enjoy your beer,
Yeah.
and the rest of the set.
Yeah.
You also mentioned the Eurovisions, which is obviously a big part of your band's history.
Yeah.
Um, I'd like to put you stole the traditional British slot when in the results when you finished
You're
the
welcome.
yeah. So thank you for us not coming last for the first time in forever.
Yeah.
Did you feel, as an insider, and not worrying too much about the music, did you feel there was any? How much politics did you feel were involved with it? Because that's always been one of the things. Countries vote for countries they like, not necessarily the music. How did you feel that affected your entry this year, or in that year? Sorry.
I mean, I don't want to be the person to point fingers to say anything, um, but I can only imagine why people wouldn't like Germany.
I don't know, because I like
For good
Germany.
reason.
Yeah,
Germany's awesome.
yeah, Germany's fine. I mean, A, you stopped us losing Eurovision, and B, you let us win a World Cup a few years ago. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
fine with
maybe
that.
that's your version of it. Um, but I don't know. It can be sympathy. It can also be very well that a lot of people just didn't like us. That's also possible. I mean, I don't want to be sitting here being like, no, that
No.
can't be possible that people didn't like our song because it's so nice. Um, I mean, I think that way. I really like the song, but we're not here to make also not to make music for everyone. Then we would make very different music, I think. And also for the future, maybe we should have stuck with Blood and Glitter because it was our most successful album yet. Yet now we decided to completely change aesthetics and sound and looks in a way as well, thinking we should do that. We want to try that because we just really feel like it. We're not interested in catering to any expectations other than our own.
But the important thing is you still got a big buzz of publicity out of it as well, and it's certainly
Yeah.
your fans will be wrapped up in the whole thing as well, which is good.
Wherever we are, there's at least one person saying, "We or I know you from Eurovision." So
So it's
it
paid off.
works out. Even in North America and everywhere, there's people, we know you from Eurovision, which is really nice. And I have no actual bad memories about it.
Mhm.
It was really, really hard on us in a way that it was really stressful, but nothing occurred where we were like, oh, that sucked about it. Except for the catering situation, but hey, um, that's all right.
Again, just going back again to something Bella mentioned earlier on, you've done quite a few collaborations with
Mhm.
other artists, particularly German artists, which is good. So you're helping to promote some bands that we may not have heard of for various reasons. You got Scott Dawn, Life Divides, which I think is one you mentioned. Are there any more that you've got planned coming up that you're able to reveal? Or failing that, are there any artists that you'd really like to do a collaboration with?
Or maybe bring one of them on tour, just fit that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. I mean, if I just talked to you about the issues with touring,
Yeah.
and then adding the schedule of another band or person in there. Interesting challenge. But I mean, we've had some dream collaborations which were fulfilled now with Opus Noir, for example, with Temptation.
Yeah, that's
Recent
the
single just came
video for
out.
that just came out today. Actually, we'll have that on the website
Yeah,
later on today. Yeah.
yeah, cool. And also IMX, um,
Mm.
which is amazing. Um, for me personally, and I I just had to reconfirm that yesterday or something because this question came up and I said it would be wonderful to do a song with Lana Del Rey. Because I think her voice fits wonderful. And I was like, are you even sure about that? That her voice would fit wonderful? I listened to songs of hers again. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it would. Wouldn't probably be would probably be very unexpected,
Mhm.
and people would be, what what the hell are you doing? But I would love it.
Yeah.
I would love it. And since
Okay.
you're asking me,
Yeah. No, that's absolutely fine. It's nice when you get bands or artists from what you class very, very opposite genres come together because it's music at the
yeah,
end of the day. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
yeah, I
Uh,
love that.
we did notice that you did a little Coldplay skit on your social medias recently. Um,
Yeah.
any chance of a Coldplay cover, maybe?
Nah.
Good.
I mean, I hope I wouldn't like that very much. But hey, I'm just one of six people in the band, so try to handle these things more or less democratically.
We just thought it would be funny because I did find a cover of Backstreet Boys Everybody, which is like my guilty secret, that one that I still like from years ago when I was at school, and when it was done by you guys on YouTube, and just turning the lyrics into screaming, I'm like, this is brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, but I think at least to us, Backstreet Boys have a bit more coolness to them than Coldplay, but that's our personal taste.
um, Come on, more random sort of questions. I've got a little thing at the end here. We do with some of the other people we interview. But Bella pointed out your tattoos. And funny enough, this is a question that my daughter always
Yeah.
asks me to ask artists as well because she just likes the artwork. Is there a story behind any of your tattoos, and particularly the chest piece, or is it just something that you liked? Or
Mm,
is there an influence behind it?
Because there was three of you all got done by the same artist, I think. Is that not? No.
no.
I
No.
just saw the post where there was, maybe I've got it wrong.
No worries. It's all right. There's no super huge story behind all of my tattoos on here. On this arm, I do have, where's the camera there? For example, this flower here,
Yep.
and I also have it on the shoulder here as well. Those are the favorite flowers of my mom.
Oh,
So
That's nice.
yeah.
that's one thing for this sleeve. But in general, what I have on my upper body here and on this arm, which is far from finished, um, there's no real story to it other than I really love the artwork and also I love the style. The inspiration behind, for example, this line here and everything which goes through it is it's like a traditional Japanese suit without actual beer, like a tattoo suit, without actually being or involving the symbolism of traditional Japanese tattoo art. Um, so yeah, and we're far from finished. I mean, my wife is doing all of that, and we have a tattoo studio together, so it's more or less convenient. Um, but sometimes touring plans get in the way because you want to heal up nicely and everything, and you can't have fresh tattoos being sweated on and have makeup on them.
Yep.
So there, I think in 1 month, this arm and this hand will be more or less black as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
The other question, again, obviously fitting in with the theme of recent events,
Mhm.
when the news broke about Ozzy passing away um, far too recently, I'm going to assume he was of some influence to you guys. What would you say would be your favorite Ozzy music? Was he more? Did you like him more with Black Sabbath? Do you like his soul material? Is there a song that you particularly like by him?
there's a really old song of him that I really like, which is Mr. Crowley. Yeah,
Yes,
Oh,
it's
good
probably
choice.
the,
yeah.
I think it's the first Ozzy Osbourne song that I've listened to.
Mm.
Um, and then there's a fairly new one, I think 5 years old, with featuring Elton John. It's called
Mm.
Ordinary Man,
That
I
sounds really
think.
good.
I mean, super different songs, but that just showcases his range and musicality. And I didn't necessarily listen to a whole lot of Ozzy Osbourne or Black Sabbath in my life, but obviously recent events brought that back into my life heavily, and I was like, I should educate myself on the catalog and be present with it to um, yeah, pay homage in some sort of way. And I was really impressed with everything. And obviously, there's no denying that if you make metal music, if you want it or not, you will be influenced by Black Sabbath and slash or Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
You can't evade it. It's very, very obvious.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I'll say I'm the same as you. I would never say I'd listened to it an awful lot. I'd seen them live a couple of times, but I never went to see Ozzy or Sabbath. I went to festivals where they played. But there are so many bands that I do listen to and that I do like that I know wouldn't be where they are or even wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Ozzy and Sabbath breaking so many boundaries so many years ago.
Yeah,
I mean, Iron Maiden are very much one of them. Which and the tour with Iron Maiden really helped put you guys where you are as well. And it's that
yeah,
whole cascade down there. There's so much to thank Ozzy and the rest of the band for.
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's always worth it to at some point experience it where it all came from.
Mhm.
Whether it be you being at a show like as a guest
Mhm.
or you getting the opportunity to tour with people because I have to admit when we went on tour for the first time with Iron Maiden, obviously obviously I knew Iron Maiden, but um it wasn't like I knew all of their albums.
Mhm.
um it was just not the time that I grew up in.
Yeah.
You know some songs, yes, but you're kind of like, okay, let's actually see what this is about because you know some songs and where it all came from. But when you see them live, then you're like, I get it now. I get it why these people have to be the biggest or one of the biggest bands in the world because you can just do it differently. You can't do it better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. Yeah, even on the recent tour, and again, no
Yeah.
offense to them, they're about 10 years older than me. But they put so much energy into a performance, it's absolutely phenomenal.
You're still like school kids, like high school kids on stage.
Yeah, yeah.
It's insane. Super nice.
Okay, before we wrap up, I'm going to do something that I do with quite a few of my guests from overseas. I'm going to test your trivia knowledge of Hamburg.
Oh, of Hamburg.
So
Okay.
Hamburg, yeah. I always try and go for where people are from, just try and make it a little bit easier for you.
I mean, I live here since 12 years. I just gotta say that I wasn't born here, but hey,
But
not
once
an
again,
excuse,
I've
just a
done the
fact.
same. I interviewed somebody a few months ago who was living in Sweden, but was actually from Latvia, I think, and he actually didn't do too badly. So,
Okay.
well, so here we go.
Let's see.
Let's see how we go. Okay, so which English football player and two-time Newcastle United manager joined Hamburg from Liverpool in 1977?
I have no clue. I am not into soccer.
That's right. I picked Newcastle because that's where I'm from. It was Kevin Keegan, who you probably haven't heard
Yeah,
of.
I surely have heard of. I know,
Never mind.
sorry.
No,
Okay.
no problem with your knowledge of football. That just makes me feel old. Um,
Sorry.
okay, Hamburg is the second largest city in Germany.
Mhm.
Is it the fifth, seventh, or ninth biggest in the EU?
I'm going through cities in my head.
Mhm.
Seventh.
Correct.
Ooh.
A population of 1.9 million. It's the
Yeah.
seventh biggest city in the EU. It's quite impressive. Hamburg has the highest number of what of any city in Europe, and it has over 2,500 of them.
Bridges.
Yes. It is. It's got more than Venice and Amsterdam combined, which is not something most people would realize. You think something like Stockholm would have more bridges, but no,
Yeah,
it's
no.
Hamburg. Um, Another English-related question here. Which famous band from Liverpool
The
moved to
Beatles.
Hamburg before becoming really famous?
The Beatles.
There we go. It's a little bit of an easy one for you. John Lennon's actually quoted as saying, "I was born in Liverpool, but I was raised in Hamburg." Because the music scene there back then was, I'm assuming it's still quite good now. I mean, with that kind of history behind it.
Yeah, I mean, there's always at least one band playing around the Reeperbahn, St. Pauli district
Mhm.
every night.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
which is good to
And
hear. Plus,
the club where the Beatles played and were raised, um, it still exists.
wow.
They have so many streets as well, like there's Beatles and I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the house where they were sleeping has like an emblem on the front door
Oh, nice.
where it says
I've
this
seen
is
it.
where Paul, John, and whatever slept and
I'll
everything.
need to hunt that out next time I'm in Hamburg.
I didn't know about it when I went to Hamburg. I'm just walking through the streets going, huh?
Okay, one last question.
I
We're
have
doing
one.
well. Three.
I have one as
Okay,
well.
we've took an extra one in. You get a bonus question at the end
If
from
I
Bella.
Sure.
Miniature Wonderland in Hamburg hosts the world's biggest what?
Um, what's it called? I'm missing the English word for it.
Try the German and I'll see how good my German isn't.
Eisenbahn.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Model railway.
I
Miniature
know,
railway.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
there you go.
yeah,
Sorry, I
Yes.
completely
It
blacked
is.
out on the word, but yes, that.
I was very frustrated. The one time I've been to Hamburg was on my way back from Wacken about 2018, I think it was.
Mhm.
Because it's just my friend dropped me in Hamburg. I wait to get the train. I go to the airport and I leave. And I thought, great, I've got the day in Hamburg. This is something I want to see. And you have to book in advance because it's so popular. And I didn't get in to see it. I was gutted.
Always sold out.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
But
Still.
so apparently we have a bonus question from Bella.
which feels.
Go on, check it in.
One of the other things that Hamburg is famous for is piracy. There is a statue of one of the famous pirate down by the docklands in Hamburg. Can you name him?
Klaus Störtebeker.
Yes! That's my favorite story from Hamburg.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Five out of six, including one that I haven't even got scripted. Well done.
Nice. Did okay.
That's a good score. Pi, thank you so much for your time. I am very much looking forward to your set at Bloodstock in a week and a half from now. And then again, we've got the tour coming up towards the end of the year as well.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got the album coming out in a week, and we've got the single, which is just out today. And yeah, you're doing quite well, doing busy.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. And
Absolutely.
guess see you soon.
See you
Yes,
soon.
we shall do. Thanks very much indeed. You take care.
Wonderful.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.